New Nick Entertainment presents High Noon, written and narrated by Roy Tipolevich. Chapter 2 The Doctor. From the darkness, the lantern began illuminating a man. "Look who's awake," said the man in a southern accent. I didn't know how to respond, so I said nothing. The man began to walk towards the bed slowly, as if he's trying to make sure that I'm not provoked. "Are you feeling better?" he says, approaching the middle of the room. "Well rested, thanks for asking," I replied. This must imply we already had a conversation, and I don't remember any of it. Before I can spiral into a panic, the man sat at a chair facing me on the opposite side of the nightstand and said, "The look in your eyes is telling me everything I need to know, son. You don't remember our last conversation, do you? Nor do you remember me, or how you ended up here." I shake my head from side to side. "Son, there's no easy way to say this, but you were shot in the head. And I'm a doctor who saved your life. Now I know you must be full of questions, and trust me, I am too. It's not every day when the sheriff brings me a man who was shot in the head, then the individual also survives. However, with all that being said, I will answer any questions you have." Once the doctor finished talking, I began to understand where the headache was coming from. Even though I don't know anything about the doctor, I have to take his word for fact until I learn otherwise. "Can you just tell me everything you know about me? I need anything that can help me remember who I am." As I finish talking, the doctor sighs, replying with, "Before I start, let's make sure you're fully recovered from surgery, so you won't forget this all again." A routine checkup was done by the doctor. I feel like I've been through this hundreds of times. After my reflexes were checked, I stood up and followed the doctor into the next room. The lantern near the door no longer felt as if it was staring at me, but rather it was guiding me, leading me to this door, to where I must go to know the truth. Although I only spent around 10 minutes in this room, I had a bad feeling about leaving it. The room became familiar, safe, and seemed like the place I should be. Yet, there was much more that I had to learn and discover, even if I meant I needed to leave comfort behind. The change in environment from room to room was substantial. It was like a whole new environment. The room was over double the size of the previous one, with a large table and some glass windows, showing a view of another room. As we marched through this room, though, I didn't have enough time to pay much attention to the surroundings that can give any hints. "It's good that you're able to walk without so much as a limp," he told me. "Yeah, I have no complaints," I responded back. We came to a waiting room next to what looked like an exit. Across the hall, there was a room that had no light, and the door was closed. I had an instinct to go in there. Some invisible force was pulling me in. I knew to trust myself enough to ask about that room somehow. He told me to take a seat once again, and he would fill me in and do a final examination. "Now, son, I don't know much, I'm afraid, but here's everything I know. You were found with a bullet in your head, next to another body in the middle of nowhere. You had no identification on you, nor did the other man. So the sheriff brought you to me, and I took you in to try and save you. As for the other man, the sheriff took him to be buried." "Sheriff," I responded. "Yes, son, the sheriff brought you to my doorstep. But you're in no trouble, so don't worry about it." As the examination was wrapping up, I began to panic, wondering how I was going to ask about the room without making him suspicious or uncomfortable. I was going through the motions as my mind raced through a sea of possible questions. Then, with little thought, I asked, "What's the deal with that room?" As I pointed to the door to the right, the doctor froze for a second, then quickly said, "That's the operating room. I find it funny you're so fixated on it. Anyways, you look ready to go back to the real world. Here's a bag with all the belongings I found on you, plus some medicine in case you don't feel good. Take these for pain relief, and you're welcome back any time." He avoided my question, and is now pushing me out, but there's not much more I could do. So I thanked the doctor, but asked, "What am I supposed to do with no memories?" "You're a blank slate, son. You can do whatever you want, be whoever you want to be. Now go and decide what kind of man you are." That stuck with me. But first things first, I need to find out what happened to me, to know who I really am.